Hello, my name is James and I'm the founder of Jigsaw Memories Puzzles. Thank you for clicking through to the video, and I won't take much of your time. I just want to let you know how Jigsaw Memories was created and why, really. So in 2012 my mother Joan was diagnosed with vascular dementia. Her condition has continued to change over the years, and fairly recently I noticed that Mum enjoyed doing jigsaw puzzles, and while she struggled a little bit, it was nice for me also to be able to go and help her put the puzzles together. And what it did for us was, Mum had reached a point where it was hard for her to have spontaneous conversations. She would revert to memories she had from the past, stories that she had from the past, and obviously with all the love in the world, after a while those stories that just keep getting repeated just become difficult to be with. So when I was puzzling with Mum, so we had jigsaw puzzles in the house that we'd done at Christmas time in years gone by. So I started pulling the puzzles out and working with Mum on those puzzles, and noticed that the conversation would change. And for me, it gave me something to do while we were chatting, so if I had to deal with a repeat conversation, I could focus a bit more on the puzzle at the same time. And the stories that would come out from the puzzles were interesting because it inspired sort of different kinds of conversations based on what Mum was seeing in the puzzle. And then also, obviously, she was being occupied as well by the process of doing the puzzle. So the thought occurred to me that perhaps I could make puzzles out of photographs that we had from the past. So I did that with a couple of puzzles. I've actually got one here, so I can sort of show you a little bit about what it looks like. This is the bigger of the two sizes that we make. So, and they come in potentially lots of different sizes. You don't have to be stuck with one particular size. Along with the puzzle comes a nice picture to work on the puzzle from, which I thought was better than perhaps a box, but we do make them also with boxes as well, where the picture is on the box. This can also then be framed and put on display as well, so it has an added advantage. So in the case of using an image that Mum was familiar with or became reacquainted with, this triggered a different level of experience, both for her and for the people who would come and visit. The conversation would revolve more around the picture. People, not just myself, but people visiting and caring for Mum could also engage in the puzzle. So having noticed that, I felt that this might be something that would help other people. So over the course of a few weeks, months, I spent the time to research and develop the business, so that now other people, yourself perhaps, can get a puzzle, can get some advice and support from me. Obviously not every image lends itself perfectly to a puzzle, and there are areas, even on this puzzle, there are areas like up in this area here, where there's not enough information to really make the puzzle. So then I would suggest that we would put something in that space. Maybe the logo goes in a spot where it's hard as well to puzzle. So in the end, we end up with something that is doable as a puzzle, and it might have a nice message on it as well. In this case, it's myself and my mum, so you can see there that I love you, Mum goes in the top corner. So it's relatively straightforward for me to work with you and make a puzzle that works. If you would care to leave me your contact details below this video, in doing so I will then send back to you a code which will give you a 10% discount on your first jigsaw puzzle purchase. You can put any questions that you might have in there, and then continue to explore the website, and by all means let me know if you need support and help, if you have any questions, and perhaps we can make a wonderful Jigsaw Memories puzzle for your loved one, family member or friend.